Free agency has been open for over a month now, and while most of the league has settled into their new homes, there are still some surprisingly talented players sitting on the market. So today, we're going through the 10 best NBA free agents still available and breaking down where each one could end up. Before I continue this video, it is a huge help to me if you guys like and subscribe. It means a lot. Now back into the video. So my first player was going to be Russell Westbrook, but reports have it he just retired. Westbrook had an amazing career in 18 seasons. Crazy to see him go. It was always entertaining watching him play. One of the first remaining free agents is Kevin Love. He is a 37-year-old veteran who is about to turn 38 and is looking to ring chase. He wants to join the 76ers to reunite with LeBron and win one last ring. But the problem is, there's no space. Kevin Love is an unrestricted free agent, so he can go wherever he wants. It's just that the 76ers roster has 15 people, so they either have to waive or trade someone to get him on the team before the season starts, which likely won't happen, or they can wait until mid-December until they are allowed to get him, which is the most likely scenario. Still, the 76ers are the most favored team to get him. The next player that comes to mind is Lonzo Ball. He is an unrestricted free agent who just got waived by the Jazz, so he's just hoping to get on the contending team. For that reason, he's most likely to get paid the veteran minimum. He was linked to the Hornets back when LaMelo was still on the team, but now his most likely destination is probably the Warriors, considering they have nothing to lose and are building their future anyways. Lonzo, though, could be an absolute steal if his prime starts to kick in at his age and he's only getting paid $2.3 million, which is the veteran minimum for him. After Lonzo, we got Bruce Brown Jr. Bruce Brown last played for the Nuggets this year, and it looks like the Nuggets aren't going to re-sign him, after already being over the second apron, trying to sign someone else on this list, and giving Brown's number to Alpha Diallo. He is expected to join teams like the 76ers or the Heat, who are trying to get players like him who can play defense and shoot, and his asking price is around $5 to $8 million per year, so they could use him. Everyone after Bruce Brown is likely to find a team by the time the season starts. Starting with Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin is a restricted free agent, so he is currently on the Clippers, and if no offer sheet comes, he will play for them. But the thing is, he doesn't really want to. Well, that's not what I really meant. Basically, the Clippers don't want to give him a long-term deal of over $20 million a year like he's asking, and the market has dropped for him over time because no one has offered him anything. So his market's looking to be around 3 years, $50 million, or around 15 to 17 mil per year. If Mathurin has to choose the Clippers, it would be a 1-year, $8.8 million qualifying offer, where once the season is over, he becomes an unrestricted free agent and can go to any team he wants, with the Bulls being the front runner to acquire him. Bradley Beal is an unrestricted free agent who surprisingly declined his $5.6 million player option from the Clippers. He is expected to get the veteran minimum, and teams heavily linked to him are the Heat and the Celtics. This could be a good deal considering Beal is still a decent scorer, and I don't think he is too worried about getting a paycheck after his absurd contract on the Suns back then. The Heat could specifically use him after their bench is pretty trash. DeMar DeRozan is another unrestricted free agent who is nice for contenders that need veteran leadership, like the Heat. But there's one problem. He said he wants playing time, and preferably wants to be a starter, which is difficult to execute for the Heat when they already have a front court in Bam and Giannis. The Heat, however, can match his asking price of $8 to $10 million per year by using the rest of their non-taxpayer mid-level exception money, which is $8.9 million. DeRozan is also getting interest from the Cavs. However, they don't know if they want him due to his deteriorating defense. Now these last 4 players are the reason this free agency is still interesting, starting with Peyton Watson. Watson is a restricted free agent, so if no deal comes to him, he will have to choose his qualifying offer from the Nuggets, which is a 1-year, $6.5 million deal, in which once that finishes, he is an unrestricted free agent. Watson's asking price is around $25 million per year, and he is using his teammate Christian Braun as an example when he got his 5-year, $135 million extension, which is $27 million annually. The Nuggets offered Watson a 4-year, $90 million deal, and Watson said he felt disrespected by the offer. The front runner to get Watson are likely the Cavaliers, although the Nuggets are making it hard for anyone to get him, asking for a first-round pick and a solid rotational player just to trade him. Personally, I think the Nuggets should just let him go. They're already over the second apron, and giving Watson the deal he wants, not saying it's a bad one, I actually think $25 million a year for Watson is okay. It's just that the Nuggets can't afford that, and that's why they're lowballing him. Jonathan Kuminga is an unrestricted free agent after the Hawks not only declined his $24.3 million team option, but they gave his number away to Lou Dort, so it doesn't look like he's going back there. Kuminga's free agency market is exactly why you don't like to be too greedy. He came into the market asking for $25 million per year, and of course, no team was going to offer him that. Sure, he can progress to be a better player, but he has a low ball IQ, he can't really shoot, and he's just bouncy. That's the only thing, he's just bouncy. So after he realized no team is giving him $25 million per year, he went down to $20 million per year, and still, no team was willing to give that. Now, at this current time, he's asking for $14 to $16 million per year, and that's where the Lakers come in. The Lakers are willing to offer him a 3-year, $45 million deal. The only problem is, Kuminga doesn't want that. He wants a short 1-year deal worth maybe like $12 million, and if he does good, the Lakers give him that $20 to $25 million per year like he's asking. But because the Lakers need to get him via sign and trade, because they don't have any money, the lowest contract offer they can give Kuminga is 3 years, meaning if Kuminga wants to join the Lakers, he has to stay there for 3 years. Now, the Lakers are making this easier on him, like making the contract a 2-year deal and has a player option in the 3rd year, because it's still considered a 3-year deal, or giving him trade kickers, meaning if he were to get traded, he gets bonus money, and that's making him considered the Lakers. Another thing holding this trade back though is that the Hawks, if they're going to trade him, want the Lakers' 2032 first-round pick swap, and the Lakers aren't willing to give that. So, expect Kuminga's free agency to go on for a couple more weeks. Now, one of the most premium free agents still on the market is James Harden. Although it is guaranteed that Harden goes back to the Cavs, they are taking longer than usual to give him a contract. Harden declined his $42.3 million player option to give the Cavs wiggle room to try and sign players like Peyton Watson or Jonathan Kuminga. Now, Harden has 2 scenarios. He will either take a team-friendly contract around $30 to $32 million per year if the Cavs sign Kuminga or Watson, or if the Cavs aren't able to sign any of them, he takes closer to a max extension contract worth around $50 million per year as compensation for his patience. So pretty much, if the Cavs sign a deal, he gets paid less. If they don't, he gets paid more because he gave them the option to try and sign someone and they didn't. Harden's contract is likely to be a 2-year deal, and the only reason I didn't put him at the best free agent spot is because, like I said before, it's guaranteed he goes back to the Cavs. He'll most likely get his contract done in the next 2 weeks or so. Now this last player in free agency might be the most complicated one. Jalen Duren is a restricted free agent with the Pistons, and it's extremely likely that he stays with the Pistons by the time the season starts. But the talks for a new contract have completely stalled. Duren is eligible for a 5-year, $287 million extension, which is around $57 million per year. But Duren's agents know to be a little realistic, so they're asking for around $40 to $45 million per year. The Pistons are offering him $35 to $38 million per year, and Duren isn't taking it. Duren's agents are saying that someone averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds a game is worth $40 to $45 million per year, especially since the fact that he is only 22 years old. But he struggled in the playoffs, and the Pistons are using that as their excuse to say he only deserves $35 to $38 million per year. The Pistons are also saying how generational players like Wemby are taking huge pay cuts for their team, and that he should be willing to as well. Teams like the Lakers and Kings had early hopes at him, but after the Lakers signed Walker Kessler, they were out of the picture. And the Kings actually offered to trade Sabonis for Duren, but the Pistons instantly declined it. The Pistons are also not willing to pay that much to Duren because they view Ausar Thompson as their second best player, which I personally think is a little stretch. The talks are getting so bad that Duren said he is willing to take his qualifying offer of a 1-year, $9.6 million deal just so he can leave the team next year. If he were to leave the team next year, the Bulls are heavy favorites as of now to acquire him. Better yet, early into free agency, the Pistons were hoping to sign him for around 30 to 32 mil per year, which would be a nice steal, but Duren knew he was worth more. So then they went up to 35 mil per year, and now they're sitting at around 35 to 38 mil per year, and even then, they're still at a standstill. Expect Duren not to get pen on paper until late September, but he needs to have a deal done by October 1st because he is a restricted free agent, so we'll know by then. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. But besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one.